Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Wishing you happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. It's a special day. I'm happy with you. Let's celebrate a happy anniversary.
What's going on? Shout out Sunday. Year 1 done. Wrapped up and in the books just like that. 365 days of shout outs. Man, what a freaking year. Now, I get to do that again. Grandma Peggy, hi. Frank, Dad, hello. How the heck are ya? Welcome to the 1 year anniversary special of Shout Out Sunday. 1 year ago, I was in my little basement studio. I had blankets behind me, and I was nervous. I had a terrible camera. I had a terrible microphone. It's pretty cool to see the progression. And if you want to see the progression, I've got some little videos that kind of show me growing, I guess. And it's freaking cool. It's so cool to see, you put your mind to something and you just do it. Happy anniversary. Thanks, Mother. Now, last week I told you about a video that I made and we had the big draw. Now, I bet you want to hear about that more than you want to hear about my year. Now, the big draw was pretty sweet. My mom actually won the draw. Grandma Peggy had 13 entries in there, but Mom was the winner. So she got 3 things. Now, if you've been following along, you know those 3 things, so I'm not going to bore you. But the big one, the $500 gift giveaway, we got to do that last week. Now, I want to reveal to you today, live on the air, who won that. And I want to show you the reaction because it's amazing. It's so freaking cool. Now, what I did is I made a full feature film. It's 5 minutes. But it took us all afternoon to make, and it took me all day today editing. So it's a super cool video. I've got a premiere set up. Now, I've never done this before, but on YouTube, they've got a feature where you premiere it. So that's what I'm doing, where I've already uploaded the video, but nobody can view it until 8 o'clock. So then we can all watch together for the first time. We can be commenting live together. So that's at 8 o'clock tonight. So 1 hour from now, we'll hop over to YouTube and we can watch that full video. Now, wow, what a year. I want to play a little song, and then we're going to get into the shout-outs. And, yeah, it's going to be fun. So, are you ready? Let's do it. A little song. Here.
Y'all give me some shout-out here. It's Shout-Out Sunday, funny it's true. But the next shout-out be going to you. If you can spare a buck or two, we'll deliver some hope along with you. Here.
Sandra says, way to go. Thank you, Sandra. It's pretty freaking cool. I'm smiling from ear to freaking ear today. All right, so Monday, February the 4th. Now, it was freaking cold out here. I don't know where you're watching, but where I'm shooting the video, it's been a deep freeze for the past, I don't know, feels like a year. But on Monday, I didn't start my truck all weekend. I pulled up on Friday, cleared the driveway, the sidewalk, the whole works, and then just left my truck out front. Didn't plug it in. Now, what do we do when it's minus 40? We plug in our vehicles. Yes, I know. I will do that now. So I didn't plug my truck in. It was too cold, wouldn't start. So Hans came and bailed me out, brought me a big, long extension cord to reach my truck. We plugged it in, drove to work, came back after work, and lo and behold, it fired right up. So, Hans, I got to give you a big shout out, man. You saved my behind in this ice box that we live in. So, my friend, here is your shout out.
Yo, give me some shout-outs here.
All right. Now, I don't feel too bad for Hans because we might be in this ice box, but he's down in Mexico. So, hopefully you're enjoying the warmth down there, buddy. And we're moving on into Tuesday, February the 5th. Last week I told you about my little trip down to Edmonton because I had some passport issues. And where did I stay? Well, I stayed with the Glatzes. I didn't go back, I promise. We're all good. But Ashley had some passport issues, so she had to go down, and she stayed there Sunday, came back on Tuesday. Stayed at Roland and Lisa's again. I guess had some amazing food, some appies for the Super Bowl, and man, just got treated like royalty out there. So once again, thank you so much for putting up with us. You guys are freaking amazing. And you help us out so much with the passports. Like, that is just the easiest thing. Now I know exactly where to go and how to do it. So without further ado, here is your shout out.
Yo, give me some shout outs here.
Wednesday, February the 6th. I got to give a big old shout out. Now, I talked about the cold, and you know what? None of us could stay warm if it wasn't for these people. Warm and safe. Oil field workers and emergency response crews. You know, it's minus 40 and colder out there with the wind chill. It's just downright rotten. And these guys help keep us warm and help keep us safe out there. So without you guys, without your support, we'd be frozen in little stick huts. So thank you guys so much for all you do. If you know any oil field workers or emergency response crews, pass the message along to them. Say thank you very much for keeping me warm and safe because, well, I like being warm. So I'm going to give you a big old shout out.
Yo, give me some shout outs here.
And that's just going to move us right along into Thursday, February the 7th. Now, Thursday, what the heck was I doing Thursday? I was working in the Sexsmith area and went over to Asia's Diner. We walked in there, ghost town. Not a single soul was in there, and I bet you it's probably the best Chinese food that I've had. Man, was that good. Have you guys ever been to Asia's Diner in Sexsmith? If you have, let me know. What'd you think? I'm telling you, I had just a combination dinner, but it was just done perfect. You know, they just did an amazing job. So I got to give you a big old shout out because, man, that was pretty darn good. So without further ado, here is your shout out.
Yo, give me some shout outs here.
And we're going to keep on trucking. So I know I already gave one about food, but for Friday, February the 8th, I got to give a big old shout out to Bo One. Now, this place is pretty neat. Me and a buddy from work have been talking a lot about Vietnam because he's been there a couple of times. I've been to Thailand, so we, had some commonalities there. But I mean, it sounds completely different, and I don't know. Just hearing all the stories, I'm like, I gotta go try this food. Now, I got it normal spice. I should have got it half spice because my mouth was on fire. But what I did taste was delicious. After I got over the burning mouth, I really enjoyed it, and it was beautiful in there. You guys did a great job. So I got to give you a big old shout out and say thank you. So here it is.
Yo, give me some shout outs here.
Vietnam sounds like an amazing place. Man, do I want to go there soon. But instead, we're going to talk about Saturday, February the 9th. I got to give a big old shout out to my little brother and his wife, Braden and Lacey. Went over to their place Friday night, just hung out, watched some movies, had some conversation, some pizza, and just all in all had a good time. Then Saturday woke up, Braden brings me some coffee and some breakfast, and I'm like, man, this is nice. So guys, I got to give you a shout out because that was awesome. I had a lot of fun. And you even had a spot for me to plug my truck in. See, I do learn. I promise. So, guys, I'm going to give you a big old shout out.
Yo, give me some shout outs here.
Now, this brings us into the final shout out of season 1. That's right. This is 365 days of shout outs. I'm sure that number is off, with year changes and Sunday to Sunday and whatnot. But nonetheless, this is the last shout out for episode number 52. And it is for Sunday, February the 10th. I got to give a big old shout out to, drum roll please, Ashley Knight. I got to give you a big old shout out, Ashley. You spent all day cleaning the house like freaking crazy. It smells amazing in here. It looks great. You know, I spent the entire day in front of the computer editing videos and being, it didn't look like I was being productive, but you know what? I feel like I really was. I really do. I mean, does it look like I was as productive as that? Holy smokes, I tell you what. But productive nonetheless. Anyways, Ashley, I got to give you a big old shout out because a clean house just makes me happy, makes me freaking smile. So I got to thank you and give you a big old shout out.
Yo, give me some shout outs here.
They're good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, that is all the shout outs for season number 1. Now, I'm going to play a little song, and then I'm going to talk a little bit after the song, and then we're going to wrap up season 1. We're going to call that a year. All right? You with me? Come on.
Yeah. Yo, give me some shout outs here. It's shout out Sunday, funny it's true, but the next shout out be going to you. If you can spare a buck or two, we'll deliver some hope along with you. Yeah.
Happy anniversary, shout out Sunday. Heck yeah, thank you. Congrats on your first year, Colton. Thank you very much. Oh, that's my Auntie Lou. Auntie Lou and Lisa, your guys' names look so close. My screen, maybe I got to get glasses. I don't know. I just want to thank everybody for joining me on the 1 year trip that we've gone on. So in summary, what happened in that video, my mom was the winner of the draw. So she chose the same donation location that we're using this year, which is Kev's Kids. And she chose Auntie Sandy as the winner of the $500 cash. So if you want to see her reaction a little bit better, I highly recommend heading over to YouTube there. Now, I want to wrap it up. So thank you guys so much for watching and for sharing and liking and commenting, because you know what? Sharing is caring. I got myself a new button. So I just want to thank you guys all. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you guys at 8 o'clock over on YouTube. All right, guys. Chicken later.